Do you remember the scene in Amazing Grace where those who were fighting to end slavery in England rolled the petition out on the floor of Parliament? In our own Constitution, the right of the people to petition the government for redress of grievance is enshrined. The reason is that at that time, a petition, to sign a petition with your real name, your real signature, your real address, could put you in jeopardy. It might cost you your freedom. It might cost you your property. It might cost you your life. Imagine signing a petition today in downtown Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, saying that you want to publicly declare that Muhammad was a false prophet. You want to just publicly preach that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, petitioning the Saudi Arabian authorities to build a church. You're going to get in a heap of trouble with that petition. It might cost someone their life. I just want you to see my point, that petitions at various times in history really required bravery, and there was the possibility of a direct impact on public policy. All right? So there is historically an honorable place that petitions hold. Today, petitions, the idea of a petition, especially an online petition, is being falsely portrayed as a mechanism to alter or to impact public policy, when in fact, it's used to gather names and addresses for future fundraising. The end. Now think about this with me. First, what we're going to do is we will read to you the petition that was put up by a group called, or a man named Steve Ertelt, who runs a website called LifeNews.com. All right? Here is the petition. We call on Harris County District Attorney Devon Anderson to drop all the charges against David Daleiden and to instead properly investigate Planned Parenthood and charge it with any appropriate charges related to its activities selling the body parts of aborted babies. Sadly, they forgot to mention Sarah. Sarah Merritt also is charged. Hopefully they'll change this petition. All right, so then it's got the little button, as you can see, sign the petition. You scroll up the page and you see that this is put out on a website, a tool called Go Petition, changing the world. Now, does anyone think that once they click here and they give their email address, and they're required on this petition to give their real name and their snail mail address, their U.S. mail address, where they live, how do you think that this is going to impact Devon Anderson on behalf of David Daleiden? How is this going to help him? Are they going to print all the names and addresses? Are they going to send a paper copy to Mr. Anderson? Are they going to send him a link? Are they going to forward a link to the names? Really and truly, does anyone think that Mr. Anderson cares about this? But who benefits? How is this going to help David? Does he get the names? No. Because Go Petition says that you can't give the names or sell the names to third-party people. Some of these places allow you to rent the names. I'll get to that in a minute. But this one, it's just the person collecting the names and the addresses who gets to keep them and to use them. Now, we run a small ministry here. We have names, we have addresses in an email database and in a snail mail database. And those names are of value to us in part, because they are people who believe in what we're doing. And when we tell them about a need, like buying new cameras, teleprompters, helping us finish the studio, whatever it might be, people will send gifts. That's how we function. So the names that we have acquired over the years because of our work, the people who support us, we cherish those people. We need those people to exist. But how did we come up with the names? That's the issue. How did we come up with the names? It was because people believe in what we're doing. When I ran for president, people who were total strangers sent us money, and then we had their name. We could send them another request asking for more money for the presidential campaign or for the congressional campaign that I ran. So there is value to somebody who owns, who obtains these names. Here's the problem. People are signing their name to this, giving up their email address and their snail mail address under the false assumption that the petition will have any impact, when in fact, these petitions are a mechanism for people to get names and addresses who are then viewed as potential donors. If you sign this petition, it doesn't help David, but it may help the people who have put the petition out. It's about name acquisition. That's what it's called in the fundraising industry, name acquisition. Now I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to go further in this when I come back, all right? This is one of the sad and sort of dirty little secrets of the religious right, the pro-life movement, on how it raises billions of dollars. It's hot button issues and false promises. I'm sorry, but that is what is going on all over the country. And we're focusing on this because this courageous man, David Dalladin, has put himself way out there on a limb. And now we have people capitalizing on his sacrifice for themselves.